Bulk sesame seeds. This is $2.99. Belgium endive.
That'll be fine. Salmon juice? You need to buy some salmon.
We need to have some thinly sliced salmon. Dill, endive, shallots, clam juice.
Oh, it says smoked salmon.
Go and
Just get a thing of smoked salmon.
This is smoked salmon. Here's smoked salmon.
Welcome to Michael's Kitchen. Starring me, Michael. And as always, I'm joined here by my lovely assistant, Sam.
Michael. Yeah, this is against the rules.
Today we're going to be making a lovely dish from the internet called Salmon Napoleon.
You're 2 weeks late.
Listen, can we do this another time? Introducing my assistant, Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Michael.
Today we're going to be making a lovely dish that I found on the internet.
I found it.
Called Salmon Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
It features puff pastry, a side of greens, and of course, salmon.
What am I doing?
Let's get started. So to start, we're going to take our medium saucepan and we're going to fill it with half a cup of white wine vinegar. Oh! And a quarter of a cup of minced shallots. We're just going to get that in there until there's almost no liquid left. When it starts, it'll look like this. And this is what it's going to look like when it's almost done. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the lid on, we're going to take it off the heat, and then we're going to get our clam sauce.
Michael, you didn't do any of that. Alex did all of that. She told you. Ow.
Fortunately, these bottles come in cup-sized measurements, so just pour the whole bottle straight in there.
Down who?
Let the chef do the cooking. So you're going to want to put this back on the heat so it reduces down to 1 cup. What we're going to want to add to the sauce to make it really is egg yolks. However, you need to be separated, so you're going to want to get a container for your egg whites. The key to separating your eggs is to always break them on a flat surface so that you get these two. Oh. So the bowls are in the right place now. The whites, the discards, and the yolks. Thank you. How am I supposed to work in these conditions? This is ridiculous. Okay, fine, I will. So, to avoid driving shrapnel up into the egg, you're gonna wanna crack on a flat surface. Drive your fingers right in there, and then hold the yolk right there in this half, and then slide the white away. Do this a couple times, and then right there. It doesn't really matter if we break them, because we're gonna whisk them all up and put them right into the sauce. So that's all right. You're gonna do that again. Oh, you see, what happens with this, if you crack too high, you're going to get these concave oval shapes, but it's still okay. You can still do it. You just be really careful with the egg. You have to use a little bit more of an angle. As long as you're cradling it in one part of it, it is fine. So don't worry, again, just get that white out of there so that all you have as much yolk to white ratio. Right in there with that one. That's the kind of crack you want to go for. So you just got like 2 bowls. It's a lot easier if you can make a well-shaped crack. That's our 4 eggs. We're going to use a whisk. I like to use a fork to whisk because it avoids air bubbles, and air bubbles can often lead to uneven cooking, which is no fun. So you're just going to whisk this up. What's this weird black thing? Look at that. That would make some yummy scrambled eggs, but it's not breakfast time. Looks ready to me. Pour those right in there. No, you're supposed to gradually whisk it in the opposite direction. You're supposed to pour the simmering sauce into the yolks. But then you turn it into the pan anyway. So we'll say that's fine for now. Stir over medium-low heat until thermometer Now we're gonna chop up and add our dill. But before we do, we're going to wash it. When you pick up your fresh dill weed from your local grocery store, it's been handled by countless strangers and employees who do not care. So, let's rinse it under some cold water. Give it some nice strokes. Yeah. Ask it about its day while you're doing this, just to, you know, something for you to talk about. Is that boy Maurice still coming around your house? He's no good for you, Dill. When do you gotta learn? I'm not telling you how to live your life. I just don't like seeing you unhappy. Alright, that dill seems clean to me. So now that our dill is clean, we can mince it. We don't need all of this though, so some of this can go away and be put in a container for another day. So the key to mincing is to not show any mercy. Because if your prey knows that it might survive, it'll never really surrender its hope. I'm your real father. Now, the will of spices is very hard to break, and the best way to do it is to slaughter a lot mercilessly, when really, all you need is a quarter of a cup. After you've added the dill, your sauce is pretty much done. You'll know it's ready when it gets a real smell to it. Drain into bowl, mix in dill. Oh, wait. Strain into a bowl, and then mix in dill. Some steps it doesn't really matter what order you do them in. Continued in part 2.